before we start today's video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, MutPacks.com. You can click the link down below and open exciting packs, win tons of coins, and withdraw your account right away. You could use promo code SHOE for 15% off. Lastly, when you sign up down below, you can get a free 10,000 coin pack as well. All right, boys, so we have another top 10, and this top 10 is going to be the wide receiver position. I will be including all of the blitz cards that were revealed this morning. Obviously, there's going to be some that make this list. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. I probably threw one of them in the thumbnail as well, but this list is absolutely loaded. I will be giving 2 honorable mentions today. That's how loaded this list is. I normally never do honorable mentions, but like I said, wide receiver is probably the most stacked position in the game right now. But I hope you guys enjoy the top 10s. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub. I will have gameplays for all of the new blitz cards tomorrow night, so make sure to have those noties on, and let's get right into it. All right, like I said, I quickly want to go over my 2 honorable mentions right here. AJ Brown and Michael Irvin right here. Like I said, I love Michael Irvin in the game. It is crazy to me that he's not making it. I tried to fit away in there. I just like the other guys a little bit more. He's more of my number 11. I think AJ Brown's more of my number 12. AJ Brown, although he's a little bit shorter right there, the thing I like about him, he does get the short in elite for 1 AP, which is a really, really good discount. Michael Irvin, a card that played really, really well for me as well. You guys can see his stats across the board. Just 2 really good cards here. I just think I would prefer the other cards above him. Doesn't mean these cards are bad, by the way. These cards are still amazing. And also, before we get into it, I want to throw another kind of honorable mention in here. I don't know where to put Harold Carmichael at this point. I really, truly do not know. I feel like there's times where this card is the best card in the world, and there's times where this card feels awful. I feel like you kind of have to throw high balls to make this card really, really efficient. He's not the best route runner in the world. He's really good at catching, but obviously he's going to bail you out a lot, right? The only thing I've noticed since using him, I'm kind of using him right now because he's a little bit cheaper than the other guys. I'm saving my coins for blitz, is that he kind of doesn't get much separation, but the height is really the thing that kind of backpacks you. I feel like it kind of, you have to play to his style more than he plays into your scheme, if that makes sense. So I don't know where to rank him. I'm going to keep him in honorable mention. I feel like in the right hands, he's a top 3 wide receiver in the game, and in the wrong hands, this is one of the worst cards in the game. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know. He's my honorable mention just for that reason. At number 10, we do have Julio Jones right here, and Julio Jones is an absolute animal in the game. He does get route tech as well for, I think it's 3 AP on him. There's only a couple players in the game that get it for 2. I think there's actually 2 players in the game that get it for 2. But Julio Jones, 6'3". He's huge. He is huge. 220, 92 speed. You'll notice that he is technically one of the slower guys on this list. We do have most of this list are 93. I think there's 2 players on this list that are not 93 speed, and he is one of them. So it's kind of, I'm going to take him down a little bit. I know route tech is kind of the discount ability, but I am not the biggest fan of route tech this year. I feel like it doesn't really light up as much as it should. Honestly, I feel like short and elite feels exactly the same. Is that just me or what? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have had the same thing going on with you guys. I've actually went back to short and elites, but when you look at him though, the route running's crazy. Everything's good on him. It's Julio Jones. This card's always going to be good. But number 9, we have Cooper Kupp, and this one, when you look at it, is, say if you didn't know about his ability discounts, you'd be like, what the heck is this card doing here, right? He is by far the slow. He's slower than the 2 honorable mentions too, right? He is the only 91 speed player on this list. He's not overwhelmingly tall as well. He is 6'2" though. The height comes with it, but if you guys do not know, he is the only card in the game. The only card, nobody else in the game gets 0 AP short and elite besides him. The only card in the game. The only card in the game that gets it. Cooper Kupp right here. He does come with very solid stats as well. 92 catching, 94 catching traffic. The route running's amazing. Like I always tell you guys, I think abilities is the biggest thing in the game right now. Saving AP to use on other places. That's why I always tell you guys in my quarterback videos, like Josh Allen, a guy that wastes AP is never the best use in the world. So a guy that saves AP, although you're taking a little bit hit on his speed, a guy that can help your other players out in your team is a big, big deal. And Cooper Kupp is definitely one of the more valuable cards in the game right now. At number 8, we have Stevie Johnson. And before you talk to me saying, Chew, he's 6'2", he's 93 speed, why is this card not higher on the list? You'll notice everybody is 93 speed going on forward with this list. Every single card on this list is 93 speed. He is 6'2", which is taller than a couple of the guys on the list. But the thing I'm not the biggest fan with him is the abilities. He didn't really get a single good ability discount. Not one. So you're gonna have to pay the full short and elite. He doesn't even get route tech on his card. I did just look at mut.gg. And his stats aren't overwhelming. They're all above 90, which is nice. His deep route running is really good. I like this card, though. Like I said, if you're going to use him and just use the normal short and elite, that's probably what I would be doing on him. The ability discounts on him just are meh. Just very meh. He's actually one of the cheaper Team of the Week cards I think I've ever seen on this for the wide receivers. This is a really good card in the game. At number 7, we do have Chad Ocho Cinco. And as you guys know, this is I think this is one of the cleaner card arts in the game. It's so like bland, but it like, I don't know, it pops in a thumbnail. Maybe that's just what it is. I made a thumbnail with him in today's video and when I did the gameplay, and I thought it looked good. Maybe that's the only reason why I like it. But 93 speed on him, 6'1", so you're losing an inch in height right there. He does get route tech though, which I do think is a little bit more valuable than getting nothing at all. Like you'd have to pay 2 AP short in on what's his name, Stevie Johnson. Chad Ochocinco's 3 AP route tech. He also does get an X factor that does light up before. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I've seen some people say it's really glitchy. It's like the ankle breaker X factor. He does have insane stats too. 96 spec catches, absolutely absurd. 93 catch in traffic, really good solid route running, all 90 plus. Definitely a good card in the game in Ocho. So at number 6, we have the ultimate fan favorite right here in Justin Jefferson. And I'm going to tell you guys this straight up. He's another guy kind of like Stevie Johnson where they didn't give him any crazy discounts and abilities. The only thing that's different between him and Stevie, obviously it's 1 inch in height. He's a little bit shorter. I like that he gets insane stats at 95 spec catch, 93 deep route running, which is similar to Stevie's. But when you look at him too, he does get route tech. Stevie doesn't. So that's kind of a thing I'm kind of pushing him up above. It's Jay Jettas as well. I don't know. This card plays absolutely amazing in the game. I don't know what it was, but his route tech, out of all the route techs I've used, like Julio's felt a little inconsistent. Who's another one? Randy Moss has felt a little bit inconsistent until I went back to short and elite. Jay Jettas felt like actual route tech. This is a card that I definitely dominated with. At number 5, I do have kind of a tie right here. I kind of realized I left Devin Hester off the video, and then I realized, okay, this is one of the better wide receivers I've used yet this year. Obviously you'll see these are 2 speed guys right here. 93 speed on them. They both, I mean, obviously most cards are 93 speed in the game. Mike Wallace though, I do value very high in this game because he does get 1 AP short in elite. The thing I like about Hester right now is that he does get that return ability, which obviously this is a wide receiver gameplay. I don't know if you guys really take that into account, the kick return ability. I think that is very valuable. I've sparked a lot of touchdown returns with it. It's an absolute OP ability. But when you guys look at the cards, I felt like I had to include, I didn't know where to put Hester. Like I said, this list is so stacked. I kind of feel overwhelmed making this list because how good it is. So Devin Hester, I'm going to put in a tie with Mike Wallace. 2 speed guys in real life. Both really good cards in the game. And both of these cards come with really good discounted abilities. The return man and also the short and elite for 1 AP. Definitely both of them have to be high up on this list. But number 4, we do have Art Monk. This is a card that I am definitely going to be splurging on during Blitz. Art Monk is a really, really good wide receiver in the game right now. 6'3", 210 pounds. And if these Blitz cards didn't just get shown, he'd probably be my number 2 right now in the game. I'm telling you guys, these Blitz cards are pretty nasty right now. 93 speed on him. He has insane catching, all 93 plus with a 95 catch in traffic. The route running is good. And then the thing that you're not even seeing right here is that he does get short in elite for 1 AP as well. So a good discounted ability. He is 6'3". He has the top end speed. Well, not anymore. It's the second highest speed now at wide receiver, but still very fast in the game. Art Monk is going to make a lot of plays for you. He dominated in the gameplay for me. Go get you that 1 AP short and elite. It's very valuable, especially on a big wide receiver. So at number 3, we do have Jalen Waddle's card. And I think this is an LTD. You guys can't see it's under my camera, but it does say BND on him. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an LTD, though. They were showing it when they were talking about LTDs. But he is 94 speed. We are up to 94 speed cards in the game now, boys. His catching is insane. He has 94 catching, 93 catching traffic, 92 spec. Obviously, he's not that tall. We all know that. But he's kind of taken over as that new Devin Hester, that new Tyreek Hill role in the game right now. A shorter wide receiver that's going to be, I don't know if you, like, he's going to get open all the time. I don't know if you guys have played this game with smaller wide receivers. I know a lot of people hate using them in past years, but smaller wide receivers get more open on break routes, like corner routes, any sort of slants, absolute motion slants, zig routes. The shorter guys run routes a little bit more fluid. I don't know if you guys have noticed that too as well on next gen, but Jalen Waddle, I am so excited to use. We're going to definitely have a gameplay on this card tomorrow. We're going to be doing him, Vic, Steve Smith. It's going to be a lot of gameplays, boys, so make sure you have those noties on. So at number 2, although Steve Smith is, I think he's actually shorter than Jalen Waddle, the reason why I have him ranked above, and also if this is a little bit blurry, I grabbed it from their Twitch stream. It's not going to be obviously full up quality, but 94 speed on him. Oh yeah, the reason why I have him above Waddle as well, he gets 2 AP route tech. For example, all the other route techs I've told you about in this list, Jay Jettas, Ocho, Cinco, what's his name, Julio, they're all get it for 3 AP. He gets it for 2. The only other card that gets it for 2 is Jerry Rice, who did miss the list in today's video. But Steve Smith, I feel like had to be on here. 94 deep route running. He's top speed in the game. He gets one of the best abilities in the game for very, very cheap. I think Steve Smith, like I said, I told you guys the short guys, I feel like they play absolutely amazing in the game right now. If you're not high ball agging right now, which is kind of the meta, but not everybody does that. I don't even do that. And I notice the short guys to be some of the better guys in the game for me right now, especially in the route running category. But I don't know. I'm excited for this card. Definitely look for the gameplay tomorrow. Like I said earlier, we're going to have them all out in all these cards. All right, boys. So at number 1, I felt like most people still thought this was coming. Randy Moss is 6'4", 93 speed. Obviously, this card is going to dominate for a long time. He does get route tech as well. He gets deep out elite, which if you guys do not know, is the ability that helps you get a lot of contested catches a lot more. He gets that for 0 AP. So you're going to get route tech in that for a total of 3 AP, which is absolutely insane. He has amazing stats as well. 93 catching, 94 catching traffic, 94 spec. He has 93 medium and a 93 deep. Like I said, I think route tech is a little glitched right now. I'm pretty sure it's not working like it's supposed to be. So hopefully they fix that soon. But right now, you could go use short and elite and probably save a discount right there as well and probably get the same feeling. But Randy Moss, no matter what, top end speed or, like I said, second fastest speed now in the game, but 6'4", he's Randy Moss. Good ability discounts as well with the deep out elite, the route tech. I think Randy Moss is a really good card in the game, and I definitely have him at our number 1 here today. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which wide receivers you are rocking. Are you adding any of the new ones tomorrow? I think I'm going to definitely add Steve Smith Sr. I don't know about Waddle yet because of the Legends team, obviously, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.